Today we're going to be tempering chocolate. We're using 60% cocoa bittersweet chocolate, and we're going to use the seeding method. For our ingredients and everything, we're using 60% bittersweet chocolate chips, so we won't need to chop up the chocolate or anything like that. We can just add it directly to our double broiler. We are going to be cooking it on the stove. We're using the seeding method for this, and hopefully that works. We are planning on coating strawberries with this tempered chocolate, so hopefully we get some real pretty chocolate covered strawberries out of this. Alright, our first step here is heating up our chocolate to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to keep it at relatively low heat. We want to melt all the crystals in this chocolate. I'm adding 5 ounces right here. We have our instant read thermometer. I tested this against a glass of ice water earlier, and it appears to be about 2 to 5 degrees off at any given time, which isn't horrible. Hopefully we can get tempered chocolate out of this anyway. We're trying to melt all the crystals in this chocolate here, after which we're going to seed it with some more of this chocolate that already has beta crystals in it. We're reseeding with the beta crystals, hopefully melting all the other crystals present. The beta crystals are going to allow us to get that real nice, shiny and crisp coating from our chocolate. Basically. We're seeing a lot of the chocolates finally melting. We're at about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And I assume we're just gonna get hotter till we get to about 120, which is standard for dark chocolate when we're tempering it. Once we have this all melted, we're going to start with the seeding method. One of the main differences between the McGee and the Courier instructions for this method basically is McGee wants us to wait for the chocolate to cool down to about 95 degrees Celsius before seeding it, while Courier wants us to just add in the chocolate as a method to cool the currently melted chocolate. This thermometer is more accurate the longer it's in whatever dish we are melting. So I'm gonna try to keep it consistently in the dish pretty much. We're stopping at about 110, so I think I might turn the heat back on low. Reached 80 degrees Celsius, and now we're heating this back up to about 90 degrees Celsius, and then we're gonna dip our strawberries in here and see if we have a temper.
Let's do it.
We're at 90 degrees Celsius. We're gonna dip these strawberries in the chocolate. Hopefully we can get a temper. These strawberries have been sitting out for a while to get to about room temp, which I'm hoping I'm hoping they're still not cool enough to mess with the chocolate or the temper.
All you.
Okay, so here are our strawberries. They're all cooled down and everything. So what we're looking at, it looks like we have a partial temper on some of them. There are stripes on striped looking things on a lot of them, where you have shinier areas and less shiny areas. That might be because our strawberries were a little cool, even though I had them sitting out for 30 minutes before we made this video. So I'm gonna try one and see if we have a temper.
You wanna try one too for it to be in the video so we can get 2? 'Cause I'm usually in it.
We don't have a very good crunch. Wesley, those ones weren't done. There we go. We don't have a very good crunch, but we do have a little bit of... Wesley, do you have any crunch on that one? Wesley, do you have any crunch on that one? That wasn't an answer, first of all.
Wesley, you gotta participate in the review.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to the crunch, I just ate it.
Here, Jessie, I'll eat one.
I mean, it's solid. I wouldn't call it crunchy.
Yeah, see, do you see how there's a partial...
It's not crunchy.
Okay. Get a close-up of this to show the stripies. There's it looks like a partial temper in some of the chocolate.
So it's solidified, but I wouldn't say there's a crunch.
Like no crunch.
I kind of like it better that way.
It's not like a one you put in the fridge.
Yeah.
So we're not
It's
seeing
good.
it like soup. I think we got almost tempered. I think the temp of the strawberries probably threw us off pretty well because we do get some shiny stripies throughout a lot of them. Is there chocolate in my mouth?
No.
But we don't really get a good temper. We're not really getting a good temper. How
You just eat it and then give us like a review.
A crunch as in like the chocolate part or the strawberry?
Yeah, the chocolate part, like see if there's a... Is it good?
Was there any crunch?
No crunch.
Oh, this is so sad.
That's cool.
It's amazing though. I really
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
pretty good. Alright. Let's review.